to another broadcast from swug.org. Your information technology answers are here.
Hi everyone, I'm Steve Weindup, and welcome to another edition of Swug TV. In the last episode, we talked with Laura Rose, talking about personal performance review plans and different things you can do with your company to sort of work through that process a little bit better. And then she started talking about a business commitment plan, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about that. So welcome back to the show, Laura.
Thanks, Steve.
So talk to me about this a little bit. What is this process, and how do you come up with this plan between you and your boss or your employer, and have them committing to you as well? Or it kind of goes both ways. So how does that work?
It's really a neat idea how to take more command and empowerment over your performance review process. And this personal business commitment plan, many different companies can call it anything you want, but the whole idea is for you and your manager, the person that's going to be rating your performance, will sit down and we will, just discuss what are the things that we really need to accomplish this year. And like we mentioned in the previous interview, it's not just projects, it's also maybe personal development plans, like I would like to be a team lead in certain things. I want to take more managerial responsibility in certain areas and things like that. So it's a combination of both your technical and your soft skills requirements as well as commitments. The nice thing of having it written down and agreed and signed off by everybody that's involved, really just yourself and your manager, is that, okay, what if my manager changes in mid-year?
Right? Which never happens.
That never happens. We actually talked about that in a previous interview, that, what if my boss changes, or now, one of my peers or my boss, what do I do now? This gives you a perfect document or contract to review with your new manager. The other idea is, what if you're get pulled off of one project and put onto another project? Or on the commitment plan, you were committed to become a team lead on X, Y, and Z, and a high-profile project is coming up, and they pulled you off of one, and now you're just a supporting member on this other project, and now you have no opportunity to exercise your team lead fulfillment. Every time a change occurs in your project list, bring that commitment plan back to your manager on your one-on-one meetings and say, okay, so I want to make sure we're on the same page here. How do we either get back onto my personal business commitments, or do we change our personal business commitment plans?
Really interesting. What kind of things are included in that? Is it specific deliverables for your position, or is it overall goals, or how do you work through that?
It's actually all of the above, but what we want to do is work with SMART goals. I know we talked about SMART goals in the past. We want to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. So, for instance, I'm going to be working on a tester for Project X. So I'm going to be a team lead on Project X. What are your SMART goals? Where I'm going to lead the team into meeting their quality objectives, meeting those metrics, delivery on time, so you're actually identifying specific criteria. Now, you don't have to say, I'm going to be delivering the product on September 23rd. You can say, at the published delivery date, because on January, the delivery date may be September 23rd, but come September 23rd, it got moved to November 13th. I know that never happens either, but...
Never. It's always exactly as we planned it. Well, that's good.
And then you can actually say, and I want to cover, improve my technical skills in this area by taking so-and-so classes. So you can actually list the classes that you commit to taking.
Very good. Yeah, I think that the value would be in maybe if you broke it apart into a professional development piece of it, a functional piece of it, a career growth piece of it. Maybe if you had a couple, 3 headings that would help you sort of think it through, that might be good too.
Exactly, and then you can use this. What if your manager manager is now putting you on a real aggressive schedule that, hey, I don't have time now to do my personal development. And then you can go back to him and say, hey, I had a committed 25 hours on this coursework and I don't have time in the work cycle to do that now.
Okay, yeah, good idea, good idea. And I know you have a workshop on this. Tell me about that workshop a little bit.
I do. Thank you for asking. On October 13th, that's a Saturday from 9 to 12, so you can't use the excuse that I'm working. It's a 3-hour workshop, but the first part of the workshop is we go through all these content materials, talking about some of the things that we want to do, put in our PBCs, and what kind of questions to ask your manager during your regular performance review, during your quarterly performance reviews, and your one-on-ones. And then the second part of the workshop, we're actually sitting down and doing a PBC, doing an individual development plan. So when you walk out of the workshop, you'll have a customized PBC and a development plan for yourself.
Very nice, very nice. How do people find out more about the workshop?
They can come to my website, www.lauraleerose.com, or Josh is going to put on the Eventbrite registration button on our video as well.
Sweet. Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, thanks a lot, Laura. Really appreciate it. Great having you back on the show. I appreciate your time.
Thanks, Steve.